If you were on the internet last year, you might have heard of something called the winter arc. It was big on TikTok and like the YouTube community, but two very different communities on TikTok. We're not going to talk about that one. I participated in the winter arc that was on YouTube. I followed some content creators like Lena, and I just tried living out my best life in winter, which, I never really tried. Normally by this time of the year I'd be kicking it back, relaxing, being like, oh, it's okay, the new year's coming up. But last year I was like, actually I'm not going to do that, and I locked in, and I can say it paid off. Because I think part of it being the best year of my life, I think part of that was due to the fact that I prepared in winter. So I'm doing it again this year, but we are doing something a little different because I've also made myself my own personal winter curriculum. So if you've been on TikTok, you might have seen creators showing their autumn curriculums. I did that for August and September, like end of August, September, and I've really enjoyed the idea. So I've expanded it into a couple more modules, and I will be doing this over the winter. Some modules I'll be doing for the whole year, some modules I'll only be doing for 3 months, and some I'll be doing for 6 months until the end of March. And this is my little prep vlog because I will be starting this on the 1st of October. I've got about a week to get ready, and I thought I'd take you guys along with me. To start off, I thought I'd just introduce my couple of modules that I'm doing this winter. My first module is an art module, and I've called it Lost in Reverie. I'm basically doing, like, if you ever take an art GCSE, like when you do like a whole sketchbook under one theme, that's essentially what I'm doing, and Lost in Reverie is my theme. I've put together like a Pinterest board of the vibes and the themes and like the art styles I kind of want to replicate and just delve into, and I will be doing that. And I'll also need to still pick a few artists I want to go more in depth in, but I will be doing that. For my humanities module, I'm doing classical, whimsical and historical literature. I currently started reading The White Goddess by Groves. I want to finish that, and I want to do more research into like the ancient classical world. I want to look more into like Celtic myths, and I also want to like research more into like the Middle East and like Babylon, all their ancient goddesses and stuff, and kind of like track the female presence between it. I'll show you guys my notion a little later, and I'll go more into depth for some of my modules there, because that's where my more in-depth module outlines are. In my notebook I only got like little to-do lists for each module essentially. I also want to do media module, which is publishing unique content, which this is a part of actually. So I will be hopefully uploading more on the internet, but we will see where that takes me. I'm also doing textiles, relearning the machine, getting back into sewing. I've got a couple of projects I want to do. I've got to pop to Hobbycraft and grab a few more tools and supplies. I'm also doing a PE module, which for a girl who hated PE in school, I do love exercise now. Because what do you mean I've been figure skating for almost a year and I'm starting ballet this month? I decided to start ballet. I'm signing up literally on Thursday for classes, and they start, I want to say mid-October. It's like an adults entry like program, but then I want to start doing like the grades, like grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, and then hopefully maybe next year be able to do like a little show at a company, just like a recreational thing, nothing crazy, but I'm really looking forward to that. I'm also going to be doing a languages module, reviewing Mandarin basics. So I did study Mandarin at university, and I really enjoyed it. I just loved learning languages, kind of what naturally occurs when you're already bilingual, but that's something else I'll be doing. And I also want to do a STEM module, back to school 101. Essentially I just want to go back over like algebra, because basically I always wanted to do astrophysics, but that kind of stops in year 8. That's a whole different story of my life. But I just kind of want to start exploring that a little bit. And I know I can't just jump in. I've got to go and do the basics. So I'm going to do like algebra, basic maths, equations, stuff like that. I'm going to put together like a little timeline of things I need to do, things I need to learn, things I need to read. This is the module I'm only going to do for 3 months. And then I'm going to review how I'm doing. If I'm enjoying it, we're going to carry on. Because I do want to also do quantum physics. I kind of was like a massive nerd, ages like 8 to 12. I was really into like space and stuff, and I would read about like nanoparticles. I don't know, I can't remember. I blocked that time out of my life, but I kind of want to go back to it and be like, what happened? And I know exactly what happened. Miss Madgen, my year 8 or 9 teacher, she absolutely ruined science for me, made me feel like I was absolutely stupid, and then I got adopted by my French and my English teacher. But that's a whole other story. So we're trying to go back to the days before that and really reconnect with my love of astrophysics and science. And I also want to do a little bit of computing, so that is going to come under this module as well. I used to HTML code on Tumblr like all of the cool girls back in the day. I don't know if I want to do HTML or do a different programming language. My boyfriend's quite good at programming, so I might ask him to help me, but if not, I will be doing it on my own because I'm an independent woman. But yeah, that's all. I also want to do a philosophy module, but I'm not sure what topic I want to do, and I feel like I'm already quite heavily saturated, and on top of working as well to support my figure skating and ballet hobbies, and as well the lifestyle I lead, which I have a lifestyle that includes cherry Pepsis, and I love cherry Pepsis. Costco sees me every week. So I don't want to spread myself too thin. That's why I'm kind of doing this for 6 months until March, until the end of winter, rather than until the end of the year. Because also this is stuff like I've been interested in yonks, like, you know, my whole, not my whole childhood, but like adulthood, teenagehood. I don't know English. Hopefully my literature module helps me with my vocabulary, because apparently I speak like an 8-year-old. But yeah, so I will show you guys later my Notion, how I've set up these modules. I've given them a little better better descriptions, and I've done like little to-do lists, media, like what I need to do, what books I need to get. I've signed up to the local library, which is kind of really scary. The guy at the reception was really mean when I asked to sign up. He was like, and he didn't talk to me, so that was scary. But I will probably be going there more often because I need to print some stuff, and I do not have a printer, because why is printer ink so expensive? I'd rather just pay at the library and also support your local libraries, right? But yeah, I hope you guys come along for the journey. I don't know how much of this made sense, but hopefully as I go along, you guys will catch on to what I'm doing. Good morning. I have just left Hobbycraft and I'm off to the rink. I had to go pick up some extra arts and crafts bits and bobbies. I will do a haul when I am back, but I'm going for 2 sessions now to go skate before my lesson in the evening. Hello girlies, I've just gotten off the ice. I've started practicing my backwards crossovers. I still can't do my forwards one, but I decided to give the backwards one a try, and I actually feel, I almost tripped. I feel more confident during the backwards ones. I also got my stop back actually, so that's an improvement because I lost it for like 6 months. I don't know why, I don't know how, but that just disappeared, but it's back now. And I'm on my way home now. I might grab some boba later because I am really in the mood for it. But I will do a haul of everything I got when I'm home. And yeah, I'll probably try getting some videos of my lesson later because I'm actually going to my lesson later. But if not, I'll do a little sit down. Tomorrow I'm popping to the library to get some stuff printed for both my art book and my journal. But that's where we are right now. Good evening, Girly Pops. It is the next day, but it's the evening now. Let's just say, I had a really good skating session in the morning. I got home, did some work, and then I went to my lesson, and I had a really good lesson. I passed level 5, so I'm doing level 6 now. So I need to practice my inside edges and inside 3 turns, sorry, not inside edges. Or I do need to practice my inside edges, but I need to do my backwards inside edges and outside edges. And my backwards crossovers, which I started doing yesterday, and I feel better doing them than I do my forward crossovers, which I passed, so hopefully that's going to be easy. I did end up getting a spinner yesterday to help practice my edges and my spins, because I really want to learn to spin by the end of the year. And I kid you not, this is probably the best thing I've ever bought. I love to I sensory seek as a kid. I would just spin myself around just for fun, just not even in a dance ballet style spinning on a leg or anything. No, I would just go around spin around on 2 feet just to feel the thrill. I don't know, it's weird. So this is just because we've got linoleum flooring in the living room kitchen, so this is just here, and every 10 minutes I'm spin time. It's really fun. I really enjoy it. Definitely worth the money for me. And I can feel the edges better, so it's just good at strengthening and doing my 3 turns, and I've practiced my inside 3 turns today. I don't know how well you can hear, but I am sick. I woke up this morning with the worst sore throat I've ever had. And I've had, it's completely skipped my mind, but I've had the Aussie flu, I've had strep throat, that's the one. I've had strep throat, I've had various throat infections. Nothing hurt as bad as it did this morning, but I've been pushing hot liquids and Strepsils, and I've also got a Lemsip. So we are trying to get myself better, because I do have Ethel Cain's concert on Thursday, so we are trying to do that. However, I need to do an art haul first, because obviously, as you saw, I went to get some arts and crafts stuff. So I first went to the range. Last week I got this little paper thing, just for the sake of scrapbooking and also using in my art book. And then yesterday I also got another one, a slightly different theme, a bit more vintage, but it's because the other one's called vintage. This one's a bit more, autumnal shades, and it's really pretty. These things are really expensive in places like Hobbycraft and hobby specific shops, but these were only £4 or £3.99 for a whole single book, so that is the cheapest you're probably going to find it. So I got that at the range. And then I also got these really cute see-through stickers. These butterfly ones were on sale. They were 50p, and these were the last pink ones they had. They had purple and blue, but they had the last pink ones, and I think that was a sign from the universe. And I got some more Enchanted Garden ones, just for funsies. And then I did end up going to Hobbycraft. I got a paintbrush set because I barely have any paintbrushes. I got a single 4B pencil. I preferred the feel of a 4B and then a 2B, because I do have an 8B pencil, I want to say. I got it in Hong Kong a while back, but I just thought, I have this one, and I also have a regular HB pencil, so I've got my range that I prefer HB. I prefer B over H pencils, just because of, I don't know, I just prefer the softer graphite. I also got some sponges, which I will be cutting up into smaller sponges and using, because why is art stuff so expensive? So I will be getting my money's worth out of these. I do have regular acrylic paints, like all the primary colours, and then like, you know, all like pinks and stuff. But I got these. This one's peach pink. This one's called Wedgwood. It's like this like pale bluey colour. And then I also got a pale olive green for my acrylic paints, just to help, like, I'll show you guys later the mood board for the art style I want to mimic for my art project, but I feel like those colours go specifically well with my acrylic paints. For my gouache paints, I last year for Christmas I got a massive set from my boyfriend's grandparents, so I'm very grateful, and they have an amazing range of colours, so I'm fine on the gouache paint side, so I don't need to get anything more there. Speaking of my gouache paints, I also got just these little plastic spatulas, because I've been using paintbrushes to like scoop them out and pop them on the palette, but that isn't as effective, so just a little scoop, wipe clean, done, easier. And I just got standard graduate acrylic white paint, because you always run out of white paint the fastest, and this is actually the brand I used for my art GCSE, so I felt a bit nostalgic buying it. It's just paint, but it was just like cute for a moment, but you know. So that's what I got. Past level 5. Today I haven't done much, I can't lie guys. I've been relaxing. I've worked a little bit, I've played my Sims Legacy a little, I've journaled and everything. I feel like I'm fully prepared to start tomorrow start on my best foot. So the plan for tomorrow is, if I'm feeling better, I want to go to the gym and do some more off ice, because this off ice stuff has actually been paying off. It's why I think I passed level 5 yesterday, because I thought I still had at least another sessions, but alas, here I am. I also do want to pop to the library to like just print off some photos to do like a little collage in my journal, so hopefully we'll be able to do that. But hopefully from next week I'll be able to do more regular uploads. That is part of my media curriculum. But yeah, I did just want to check in, because I know I was like, oh, I'll show you guys what I got later, and then yesterday when I got home, I was out like a light. I got home literally by 10:30. I was in Honksby in Meland, and I slept real good. I woke up nice and early, and then I also had a nap again today, because I am so under the weather. It is kind of crazy. But other than that, I did just want to check in and, you know, make sure I've got some kind of content, because I wanted to like leave it, but I was like, no, I'm gonna do it, because even if it's not the best video, it's still a video that's been put out, and a mere video is better than no video, and I just want to stay more consistent with this. I'm sat right in front of my little Aphrodite altar, and just cozy. But that's everything for now. I'll see you guys tomorrow.